Thank you very much, Dr. Sendhi, for giving me this opportunity to present on this conference. And uh, so my topic today is the business model analysis for the scope of entrepreneurship in the solar drawing field in the European region. And uh, my I would like to thank Dr. Laszlo for guiding me, and my supervisors, Alfred Samoshi and Gabo Sipeshi, for guiding me through my research. Basically, um, giving a background of my study is about the solar drying equipment in the last century. So, as you can see in the image, that the evolution of the dryers for the last 2-3 decades could be seen here in the images. So it has started with the basket drying, went to open sun drying, then the equipment was devised for drying, then house roof drying, and the modern day dryer. So solar drying technology has evolved in the last few decades. The technology has matured enough for a market presence of all sizes and shapes. The modern age dryers are majorly classified into two categories, basically active and passive. It has been found in the studies that active hybrid dryers are more efficient in comparison to the passive ones. So to sum up about this, it's in the last image you can see a modern day dryer, which is also called a modern solar dryer, or a hybrid dryer. This drying equipment could be, it looks like an oven, you can see, and there are lots of trays inside it, which are basically for different layers of drying. And this technology is evolving more and more to utilize the solar energy and making it independent of any source of electricity, and making it completely work on itself. As I said, it can be classified into two sections, like the active and the passive. So these are the technical terms, and active means when we use some fan or some blowers to circulate the air inside the dryer, and passive means the natural circulations. Of course, but these two are not enough to in the modern day solutions. So here comes in picture the hybrid dryers, where we support the oven or the dryer with a night support. So we store the solar energy in the daytime, and we utilize that energy in the nighttime using some latent heat storage sources. But not going into too detail in the technical part of the work. Um, Here you can see the gap analysis, uh, where if you search on the Scopus database, the results and articles, or the research work related to solar drying is more or less always related to the mathematical modeling, the simulations, the numerical investigations, and basically it is all only revolving around the technical parts of the subject. But there is very less, or let's say very nominal research going on in the field of its economical aspect, or entrepreneurship, or the business models. So in our work, we try to address this gap with producing a canvas model and a value propositions for solar dried products, and how a new entrepreneur can uh, go deep into this field and get some meaningful output out of this. So here you can see, based on this strategizer template, we produced our own business model canvas. So you can see who can be the key partners for a person who wants to be an entrepreneur in this solar drawing field. Of course, the agricultural farmers who are growing the fruits, vegetables, or the crops, the medium and high level grocery stores, the investors who are willing to invest in this organic product growing, and the local agro-based communities. What are the key activities if we talk about? Of course, the solar drying, which will actually take place at the business outlet of the entrepreneur. Then the quality control process, the transportation of the finished goods, And the key resources could be the product procurement, because when you want to dry something, you will buy the product, you will make the quality assured, and then you process it by drying, and not only drying, but drying it to a optimal level, and not going beyond a temperature, because once you go out of the recommended level of temperature, the dried product is not organic in its nature. It loses its aroma, its nutrients, and its vitamins. So what the product you consume as a consumer need not necessarily be be of the highest quality. So in that this quality assurance comes into picture. The value propositions are the organically dried products with maximum nutrient content, the dried products with renewable energy resources for reducing the carbon emissions. So it is not only about drying the product organically, but as the drying equipment will be completely based on renewable energy sources, hence contributing to reduction in the CO2 level emissions as well at the same time. So the customer relationships, you can see that the entrepreneur also has the possibility to act as a mediator between the big grocery stores and the farmers. And most of the times, the low or middle income farmers are not very well equipped with the quality assurance process. And in this gap, they can fulfill this. The another important aspect is the channels which these new entrepreneurs can use are the social media platforms. They can do vlogging and create awareness among the customers, like why you should use the solar dried products, or how it is beneficial for your health, or something like that. The revenue streams could be the sale of the dried products and the reduction in the post-harvest waste. This is a very important aspect in farming sector, because sometimes when the market is not so up and they have a huge amount of harvest stored in their storage, they lose it, because if they are not dried continuously, or if they don't have the money to buy the cold storage for themselves, then this dryer could be handy for them. Here we propose the value proposition canvas, in which you can see the benefits, features, and the experience. So the benefits, of course, is the organically dried products have high nutrition values. They have there are no added preservatives in this. The technology is innovative, reducing the global carbon emissions. The low cost drying supports the rural agricultural sector. So basically, in middle income or low income countries, that they have the cold storage facilities, it can be handy for them. And organically dried product with better hygiene factors. The solar dried products are not only a high value in nutrient, but have the product's aroma intact. Use of solar drying could take a step closer towards reduction in the global warming, of course. And if we talk about the substitutes, of course, the regular oven dried products can also be a price competition for the solar drying equipments. Here we produce some renewable energy policy frameworks. So these are the basic directives that entrepreneur must be knowing about inside the European Commission, because if he or she wants to develop a business out of it, he should be knowing the national policies of the state, the European policies, and how they can benefit from the incentives provided in the sector for this solar drying field. And we propose these are the basic calculations which are required when you are developing a business model. So you should take into consideration the capital recovery factor, the first annual cost of the system, the sinking fund factor, the annual cost, the annual product yield, and the cost of the drying per unit mass of the product. In the end, we propose a P graph. P graph is basically a process graph which was developed by an Hungarian scientist, and it is basically a process modeling graph. So you can see I have listed the three segments of solar drying products: in the foods, pharmaceuticals, spices, And there in the horizontal bars, you can see the at each level, the entrepreneur or the business person can set up their own costs related to the process, and they can even optimize or change this process graph. So what we propose is the basic tools for an entrepreneur in the solar drying field, and based on their case studies, they can of course change, make calculations, or do the further research, because the product will be different, then the pricings will be different, the transportation costs will be different, everything changes with the product. So we just try to propose these basic tools or equip the entrepreneur or the potential business person in the field of solar drying, so that he can have a smooth understanding of the various prospects related to this business. In the conclusion, we would like to say that for European region, the entrepreneurs in solar drying must understand the European directives for the European renewable energy policy framework. Analyzing the business models related to solar drying is recommended to understand the commercialization of the opportunities. The business canvas models presented in the paper is emphasize on the essential issues in the field of extensive analysis, and the proposed P graph, of course, helps in some extent. And thank you very much for your time listening. And if you have any questions, I would be happy to answer. Thank you.